Once upon a time, in a village called Michika, there was a young lady named Aliyah. She was 23 years old. She was the first child of her parents, and she had two younger siblings. Aliyah was a hard-working, well-behaved and respectful lady who became attracted to a young man named Khalid. Khalid had always been watching Aliyah for a very long time and was certain that she was the right woman for him. He loved the way she talks, her courage, her sense of humor, and how beautiful she was. So he approached her, and there and then they started a relationship. Everybody in the village got to know about their relationship and were so happy for them and were looking forward to their marriage. Khalid owns a shoemaking business in the village shopping complex, and sometimes when Aliyah is less busy, she comes to keep him company. Their both parents agreed on their relationship and were also looking forward to when they would get married. One day, Khalid was in his shop when a car parked in front of his shop. He stood up to find out who it was, and to his surprise, his childhood friend Majid came out of the car. "Majid, longest time," Khalid said, and they hugged each other. After talking, Majid told Khalid he just returned from the States after completing his tertiary education and he wants to start a project. Khalid was so happy for him and told him that please, if possible, he should help him get a greener pasture also. And Majid told him to visit him at home so that they can discuss it better. Some weeks later, Khalid told Aliyah about his intention to leave the village in search of greener pasture. "Leave this village? Where are you going?" Aliyah asked him, sounding worried. "My childhood friend promised to help me. He is based in the States and has promised to take me there," Khalid explained to her. "So you want to travel out and leave me here? So what will happen to our relationship?" Aliyah asked Khalid. Khalid held her hands. "Aliyah, Sonki, I love you so much, and I'm doing all this because of our future. Don't worry, as soon as I get settled over there, I will come back for you, my love. We need to make this sacrifice for each other." But Aliyah wasn't having it. "But I prefer us being together. I can't do distant relationship. Who knows what will happen when you get there? I am so sure you will forget about me once you start making your money and seeing all those little girls. Please, Khalid, Sonka, don't go, my love. Let us stay here and hustle together." Khalid tried all his might to convince her and promised to visit her parents before he leaves to seal his commitment to her. With that said, Aliyah had no choice but to accept. "All right, if you do that, at least my mind will be at rest." Khalid did all he promised Aliyah, and some weeks later, he traveled out. 2 years later, Aliyah's two siblings got married, leaving Aliyah behind, and she was still hopeful that Khalid would soon return and marry her. However, 3 years later, Khalid had still not returned, and Aliyah was highly worried. And her mother told her to forget about Khalid, as it is already 5 years without hearing from him. She told her to accept any man that comes to seek her hand in marriage. But Aliyah refused to listen to her mother, still hoping that Khalid would fulfill his promises to her. Aliyah had so many suitors asking for her hand in marriage, but she always turned them down, saying she is married already. Aliyah, please remind me, when did you get married? Her mother asked her one day. Mama, you were there when Khalid brought some traditional items to Papa before he traveled. So indirectly, I am married, she told her mother. Her mother, looking at her with pity, then said, My child, this young man has forgotten about you. It's going to 6 years already, and you are not getting younger. What if he never comes back for you? Her mother asked. Mama, don't worry. My own Khalid will come back to me. Just accept one of these men before it becomes too late. Your younger ones are already married and are in their husband's house. Because I don't understand this your stubbornness, her mother told her. But Aliyah was adamant and refused all the suitors. A certain young man named Kazim in the same village visited her parents to make his intentions known to them about their daughter. They were so happy for her. But as usual, their daughter Aliyah turned him down in their presence. Disappointed, Kazim left their house. Aliyah continued chasing all her suitors away, enjoying the fact that she is beautiful, until she clocked 38 years and no man was interested in her anymore. Ignorantly, she was happy that no one was giving her headache of wanting to marry her. Now she can focus on waiting on a man, Khalid. 14 years after Khalid left for the States, he returned to the village, and Aliyah was so happy that she ran to his house to welcome him. On getting to his house, she met a pregnant lady and 2 younger children with Khalid. Immediately, when Khalid saw her, he took her outside the house. What are you doing here, Aliyah? Khalid asked her. My love, what do you mean by that? Of course I came to greet my love after so many years, she answered, surprised. I was going to come to your place later. We need to talk, Khalid told her. Talk about what? Who are those people, Khalid? She asked. I wanted to come and see you about that later. But since you are here, I think we can talk now. Those people are my family, my wife and my children, Khalid explained to her. Your family, your wife, children? How? I don't understand, Khalid. What about me? Who am I to you? You promised to come back for me. You said you loved me, Khalid, Aliyah said, crying. Come on, Aliyah. You can't tell me you had nobody coming to ask for your hand in marriage. I mean, after waiting for some years and I didn't return, I expected you to have gotten married and have some little Aliyahs running around, Khalid said, trying to ease the tension. Expected me to have gotten married, Khalid. You promised me. Khalid, you gave me your word and you told me to wait for you. So you mean all these 14 years I waited for you was just a waste? I waited 14 years for you, Khalid. I gave you 14 years of my life. And all you're telling me now is that I just wasted it in vain? Look, Aliyah, Khalid cut her off. Let's not drag this issue any further. How can you tell me that you waited for 14 years? So what were you doing within that 14 years? That's enough for you to have your own family now. I mean, were you not having people coming around to ask for your hand in marriage? Come on, 14 years is not 4 years, Aliyah. You should have gotten married by now. Actually, I thought since I didn't come on time that you would have gotten married. That's why I decided to get married also. Look, I'm sorry for how things turned out between us. I have my own family now, and I'll expect that you do the same." And with that, he left and went inside. Aliyah, looking like someone that saw a ghost, tried digesting what Khalid just told her as she walked back home. On getting home, with tears in her eyes, she told her mom all that happened at Khalid's house. "I wasn't expecting anything different. I somehow knew this will happen. And that was why I was begging you then to get married. But you always refused to listen to me. As it is, it's left to you to do whatever you need to do. But I wonder who will want to marry an old lady like you." Her mother eased and walked away. "What have I done to myself? This can't be happening to me. I had a bright future planned out for me. This is how my life turned out to be?" she asked rhetorically. Some days later, her mother's attitude to her changed, and the villagers, having gotten wind of what happened, started mocking her and calling her all sorts of names. One day, she attended a birthday party organized by one of her old friends. On getting there, they mocked her and insulted her that she had to live in shame. But there was a young man who was named Ibrahim. He was there and watched everything as it unfolds. This young man knew all that has happened to Aliyah in the past, how she loved Khalid, and he traveled out, leaving only her to face her troubles and fears. He knew about all this and admired her loyalty. So some months later, he approached her with his intentions. They talked about the advantages and disadvantages of getting married at that age, although he was 2 years younger than her. They talked about the issue of childbirth. And a year later, Ibrahim and Aliyah got married and soon had a set of triplets, and they lived happily ever after. My wonderful viewers, please share the lessons and morals that you've gained from this story in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share to your loved ones. Till I bring you another interesting story, stay tuned and stay blessed. Thank you.